In this video, I want to share a really cool idea with you that you can use on your Norah blouse or any other summer blouse if you like collars. And that is how to create, in this case, using the Norah blouse pattern, a detachable collar. This is great because if you like collars, you could make several in different shapes, and depending on the day, you could wear the blouse with one collar or another, or none at all. Originally, the Norah blouse pattern comes without a collar. It comes with written instructions in PDF format, though we have another video on the channel where you can see the sewing process. To create the collar pattern, we mainly need the front and back pieces. The two pieces that include the shoulder and neckline areas. So, let's cut out those pieces from the pattern and get started. We need to align both pieces along the shoulder line. Since the back shoulder has a shoulder dart, we'll need to temporarily move it to the armhole so it doesn't get in the way when we draw the collar. So, we make a simple dart transfer and align the front and back properly along the shoulder line. From here on, it's a matter of drawing a baby collar in whatever shape you like, just by tracing over the pattern. In the end, the neckline will lie flat against the garment. Once you have the neckline shape you like, we'll trace it to turn it into a separate piece. It's important to mark the shoulder notch so it's properly positioned on the neckline. When adding the seam allowance to the collar piece, remember that the neckline of the bodice from which you trace the pattern already had the seam allowance added. Therefore, you shouldn't add it to the collar itself, but you should add it to the collar's outline. The center back will be cut on fold. The neckline is ready. Easy, right? Well, set the piece aside and move the shoulder dart back to its original position. Before cutting the collar, you can check what the piece looks like on the blouse using the paper pattern. I wanted to make this collar because when I sewed the blouse, I had a little bit of this floral lace fabric left over. I didn't have much, so I couldn't make anything very big either. In fact, I only have enough for the outer piece, so I'll cut the inner part of the collar from cotton poplin. I have a box of ribbons and lace that I've been saving from scraps of other projects. Some I even bought at one point because I thought they were cute, but I never got around to using them, like this decorative detail here. I think it'll look really nice in this project, so I'm going to sew it along the neckline so it ends up looking like a ruffle. I'm going to trace the entire collar except for the neckline. We'll pin it right sides together. Next, place the bottom part or lining of the collar right sides together with the other piece, leaving the ruffles in the middle. We'll secure the entire edge with pins. And since we want the collar to be able to attach to the blouse somehow, we're going to create a sort of loop with a cord. This cord is a bit thick, so you can see it clearly, but later I'll use a thinner one. In any case, you need to create a loop and place it at the shoulder seam between the two fabric pieces. You need to sew all the way around the neckline, leaving the center back section open so you can turn it right side out later. To ensure the neckline looks better when pressed, you can trim the excess seam allowance and leave about 3 millimeters if the fabric doesn't fray much, except for the center back where we'll leave the full seam allowance. With patience, turn the collar inside out and press the entire edge. On the unsewn section of the center back, fold the seam allowance inward and press it. This area will be sewn by hand, and you can also add a small cord to create another connection point with the blouse. With the collar sewn, you can check what it looks like by placing it on top of the blouse. Taking into account where you placed the attachment points on the collar, we'll place a button at the center back and on the shoulder seam, so the loop can be hooked on. We'll place the buttons on the inside of the garment. You can attach a loop to the ends of the front so they hook onto the bottom and form a point that follows the shape of the neckline. Making collars of this style that can be removed and reattached gives you many possibilities for your garment because you can change them so that the garments look completely different.